going to turn the floor over to Mr. Weber for an opening statement. He's the ranking member of the committee.
Well, good morning. And thank you, Chairwoman Fletcher. I'm excited to be back in Texas. I think I'd rather be here than just about anywhere. And we're going to get today to have an opportunity to hear about groundbreaking new research and development in carbon capture technology. Today's hearing is a chance for private sector organizations to highlight their leading roles in fossil energy innovation through carbon capture, through the storage, and through utilization technologies. The scope and range of technologies being pursued is as vast as the untapped oil and gas reserves right here in good old Texas. Coal and natural gas, believe it or not, make up about 64% of the net electricity generation in the United States, and that number is expected to only dip to 58% by the year 2040. Simply put, the use of fossil fuels isn't going away anytime soon. We have incredible domestic fossil energy resources, and our economic stability depends on the power that those resources produce. So, it should come as no surprise that a robust industry has developed right here at home, focused on investing in the next generation of technologies to produce and use American fossil fuels more efficiently, more safely, and at a lower cost for American consumers. In fact, I think I'm well within my rights to label Houston, Texas as the carbon capture capital of the world. And I would include my District 14 with that. We've seen incredible research and technology successes through a collaborative public-private partnership right here in our backyard through multiple partnerships. One such example is Air Products, production facility in my district right down the road in Port Arthur, Texas. This facility, which was sponsored in part by the Department of Energy, captures over 90% of the CO2 from the product streams of 2 commercial-scale steam methane reformers and injects that carbon dioxide into the West Hastings oil field for enhanced oil recovery, which used to be in my district when I was a state rep back before I got demoted to Congress. In return, Department of Energy has estimated that an additional 1.6 to 3.1 million barrels of oil will be produced annually from this CO2 application process. Now, let me put that in perspective for y'all. Today's price of Texas West Intermediate crude is $57 a barrel, okay? So that would mean if it's 1.6 million to 3.1 million barrels of oil, that's a savings of $91,248,000. If it's at the higher number, 3.1 million, that would be a production of a revenue stream of $176,793,000. It means jobs, it means economic stability, it means energy security. It is absolutely credible to what we're trying to achieve. Another example is the Petronova facility, just a few miles southwest of here, a facility my colleagues and I will have a chance to visit this afternoon. This facility captures carbon dioxide from a coal-fired plant, and then, much like the Air Products facility, routes that CO2 to the West Ranch oil field that I just talked about, which was in my district when I was a state rep. It's about probably 35, 45 miles from here. They use it for enhanced oil recovery. Within the first 10 months of opening, this field saw oil production boost by 1,300% using enhanced oil recovery. Let's do the math again. If you took those same number of barrels, if you took 1.6 million barrels, it goes up $91,248,000. That's unbelievable amount of the difference in price. So it's incredibly important for us. Additionally, the Department of Energy is making smart, targeted investments in early stage research to advance the next generation of production and emissions control technologies through the DOE Fossil Energy Research and Development, what we call FER&D program. Now listen to these numbers. It's funded at $740 million. Remember the hundreds of millions of dollars from the one facility I just cited? Is this program paying off? You better believe it is. You better believe it is. It's funded at $740 million, and it conducts research that supports clean, affordable, and efficient use of domestic fossil energy resources. The complex fossil energy research challenges we face today will require an all-hands-on-deck approach. Academia, industry, am I already over 5 minutes? I'm good. Okay, all right. Man, I'm already getting called down by the chairwoman. I don't know. It requires, yes, Your Honor. All hands on deck should be academia, industry, the Department of Energy. They are the ideal partners. But I want to add one group to that, and that is the environmental groups. You know, we ought to all work together to make sure this is working for the best possible outcome. With support from the Department of Energy, the technology developed and deployed at facilities like Air Products and Petronova are reducing the emissions from local refineries and producing affordable American fuel to power our economy. So that's basically it. I look forward to hearing about these partnerships from our witnesses today, and I want to thank all of our witnesses for testifying, and Chairwoman, you for holding the hearing, and I yield back.